Hey, what is going on, you guys? It's RichieRong, and I'm back with another video, which is going to be on a new advanced Highground retake. I know I just started these tutorials, and I should be starting with how to build simple types of videos, which I will get to, but I just saw this Highground retake and thought it was cool, so I thought I would try it out to see if it works and how effective it is. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Alright, so here I am in my 1v1 creative map. We're going to try it out. My apologies in advance because I haven't warmed up or anything, so my builds and editing might be a little shaky. So for this particular Highground retake, it is going to require some advanced building and editing. It's not so advanced, but it's more so a timing thing. So I guess I'll show you first how it is set up. So it's going to be involving this stair here. And once you edit it, I guess you can jump 3 stories high and catch yourself, therefore making you able to do a Highground retake pretty quickly because you're 3 stories high, I guess. So it's a little something like this. So you would be up here. I'm not that great at doing it yet, or I can do it, but it's just not too fast right now. But yeah, I think so. You would be eventually jumping up here. And that's some pretty decent height for a Highground retake. So let me see if I can try and get it here. Yeah. And then I guess after that, you would go on and do your 90s. Or whatever you want to do. So let's see if I can do that a little faster. I mean, I'm not too sure about what else needs to be done. I don't think you can just put a straight stair and then edit it. Yeah, doesn't seem like it. Or I'm not sure. Maybe it's because of my 1v1 stair there. But oh, maybe it is because of the 1v1 stair. Okay, so there's that. Maybe keep rushing or something. I don't know. So I guess I'll talk about actually no, here we should go through it one more time to make sure you guys can kind of get it. Alright, so I guess you don't need the platform there, so I'll just go over here or something. So it's just a stair. When you edit it, as I've seen other people doing it, you want to try to land here when you're editing it. You have to be at the top peak of the railing. So like that, like here. And then there's 2 walls. Oh, maybe 3, but we'll just see. Well, we still got up there, so that works. Yeah. So that's pretty much that. It actually is kind of simple now that I think about it. It's a matter of how quick you can do it. I feel like you might Harry Potter yourself pretty easily. Like, I'll see if I can do it as fast as I can. Oh, wait, no. Sorry about that. So that... Oh, no, yeah. It's a lot of movement, a lot of turning around and timing, so I definitely would agree that this is advanced. So there's that. We'll get up here. Yeah, like I said, I just started trying this after I saw it. Let's see. Like, I mean... Like, the videos of the guys I've seen doing it, they were just, like, they did it so quick that it really does look effective. I'm pretty sure they were on PC. And some of you might agree that on PC there's a bit of an advantage. Just, you know, a lot of keys, frame rates. But, yeah, I guess I'll talk about how effective I think it may be. So, I mean, if you're super quick at it, there's no doubt that it wouldn't be not effective, you know? You're literally jumping 3 stories high pretty quickly. I messed up. I don't know what I'm doing there. That's awesome, actually. I really like that. I mean, maybe I can get faster at doing it, But like I said, back to the effectiveness. So situations you would use it, it definitely kind of seems like it's more of a creative thing, like a fancy creative high ground retake. As like, because you're starting off your ramp like this, right? Yeah, so you're starting off your ramp like that, where I don't really see instances of you really needing to start off like that, right? I mean, unless you're boxed up hiding, and like you start ramping out. Actually, let's give it a look and see how it would be if you were like in a box. You would come out, that's already there. Like, yeah, that would actually be pretty good. The only downfall is that I would assume that your opponent, if you're boxed up like that, your opponent's going to be like something like this, right? So let's see if that's high ground worth getting before you get shot. Like I said, I definitely think this all depends on how quick you can do it. I'm sure if you can do it quick, it'd be pretty good. So we're on this railing here. Opponent's up there. I mean, you'd have to be quick enough to kind of cone yourself, I believe, or put that wall there. That'd be pretty good. But then you'd have your opponent right there with visibility to start shooting you. So, I mean, if you're like a creative warrior, you'd probably find something to do like this or something like that. But yeah, like I was saying, for the effectiveness, I guess it comes down to speed, really. If you could do it fast and you know when to do it, it's pretty good. But I personally think it definitely is for an advanced creative warrior, just because I don't really see yourself needing to do that in an arena game or a if you're just in pubs and someone initiates a build battle, because it's really, this is something you have to be facing away from the builds to do, right? Like if somebody's over, if we're over there and somebody's over here, and we're here, I don't think you'd really want to turn around and just start doing this, you know what I mean? And then just turn around right away or whatever. So I think it could be effective, like I said, of how quick you can do it. But in the end, I feel like it's pure flashiness at the end of the day. So I mean, it's up to you if you want to start practicing something like this. It definitely is super fancy. It would look cool for everything, videos or just to 1v1 your friends and all that. Well, oh yeah, another downfall I'd say too about it, because since we're talking about the pros and cons of it, another downfall is, say you're like a couple stories high up or something like that. This is pretty obvious, but we'll just go through it anyway just to really evaluate it here. So if you're like here or something, because like for this high ground retake, it really does require you to be at the peak of the railing. It really does require you to be at the peak of the railing. So if you mess this up somehow, like that, and you don't have glider redeploy, you're kind of done for. You know what I mean? So it's really imperative that you land on that peak of the railing safely. Or especially here, like you have to make sure you're doing it right. Like jump onto here, because the issue is that if you try to just run along and jump here, you might get like fall off. That was good though, but let's see if I can get it to the point. I've been practicing it for a couple days, so I believe I'm getting the hang of it. So you'll go there. Yeah, like that, exactly that happens. Which, if you're high up enough to take enough fall damage to die, that can certainly happen if you mess that up. And the Harry Potter thing is pretty big too. Like, if you're trying to do it here, if you're trying to put your wall up and you end up not making this one, we'll just start a little slower, so we purposely do it. And you're trying to hit yourself, or sorry, you'll hit yourself with this wall, and then, like I said, I know I keep saying it, this is definitely a timing advanced type of high ground retake. Timing is everything, especially when you're going against a really, really good builder. So if you Harry Potter yourself or mess up your jump and you don't take fall damage, or sorry, you take fall damage, but it's not as high as or it's not as high ground. You're looking at losing a lot of time in a build fight. So I mean, if somebody's already here doing 90s, 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 or whatever they're doing to get high ground, they're already up here, and if you Harry Potter yourself there, and they're a really good builder, it's going to take a lot for you to try and get back up to the same ground as him. And you're looking at potentially being a low ground warrior after that. So yeah, that pretty much makes it. I'll just go through it again to make sure we know the steps on how to successfully do the ramp, editing and all that. So yeah, we covered this. We don't need the floor. I think it's just because it's my ramp here for my 1v1. So just pretend there's no floor. So you edit to just this side or either side. I guess it doesn't really matter, however you want to turn around. You make sure that you can start running. You can do it quick. Make sure that you always land at the peak of the railing. So this part right here. 2 walls here, and then jump forward at the peak of your jump and place a wall. And then you've got some pretty nice high ground if you can pull that off pretty quickly. Like I said, I think this is pretty advanced. I'm sure if you're someone who doesn't really build too much, you wouldn't be looking at this. I just thought it was really cool. I thought I'd do a video on it because I think it's pretty cool and I like it, and I wish I was a little faster at it so I could actually execute it pretty well, because that is a substantial amount of high ground to cover pretty quickly. My issue is this part right here, but I can easily get it. So yeah, as I said, I know I should have started with more simple high ground retakes or building videos, and we will get to that. I just thought that this is new and out and cool right now, so you guys can look forward to future videos of me starting off with some more basic stuff, like how to get better, things I did to get better that were really simple, you know, basics, that I would love to share with you guys, as you know, I love this game and I love competition. Well, yeah, that concludes today's video, that concludes today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Be sure to follow all my other socials. Like, comment, rate, subscribe if you like the video. And yeah, until next time, guys.